Did you know that this rather unpleasant-looking vat of mud will soon be turned into a great-looking ceramic floor tile like this one? Well, today we're at the Marazzi Tile Factory near Dallas, Texas, and we're going to show you how ceramic tile is made.
This tile press can spit out 72 tiles each minute. There are 7 of these machines in this factory, working around the clock, producing more than 70 million tiles each year. The Marazzi Tile Company was founded in Italy in 1935 and now has factories worldwide that produce more than 1 billion square feet of ceramic and decorative tiles each year. The American Marazzi Tile Factory was built in 1982 in Sunnyvale, Texas, about 20 miles east of Dallas. This site was chosen for its abundance of high-quality clay. More than 5,000 tons are used each day. The raw materials needed to make ceramic tile include clay combined with various amounts of sand, calcium, and water. The raw materials are loaded into these giant rolling tubes called ball mills. Plant manager Raphael Pachetti says each ball mill is also filled with 20 tons of these river-bottom rocks. The rocks are imported from Europe because their size, shape, and durability make them perfect for this job.
And what we use them for is to blend and crush the raw materials. Once we put 30% of water in it, we let it run and tumble for about an hour and 45 minutes in order to obtain the density that we need for the slurry or ceramic slip, as we call it, to be used later for the making of the tile.
So the raw materials go into those ball mills, these rocks tumble around and grind up the clay into a very fine dust.
Correct.
The raw materials come out of the ball mill looking like a very soupy mud. This is the slurry Raphael mentioned. Slurry is what they call the raw materials during this stage of the tile-making process. Even though it looks like a bubbling mess, this is the cleaning stage, where all the impurities are removed. The slurry is pumped into this giant hopper called a spray dryer, where it comes out looking a lot like sand.
Raphael, that is a really big press.
Yes, it is, Steve. It's a pretty big press. The powder that is automatically loaded into the cavity on that press is pressed to pressure of up to 4,500 psi. And you need a big press to be able to do that. All the tile is pressed upside down, so the first thing we do out of the press, we have to flip this tile over. And this is what we do right here, okay? Once the tile is flipped over, we need to dry the 5% moisture that is left on the tile so we can get it ready for the glaze line. Let me show you a piece of this tile that is being just pressed and turned over. As you can see, this is nothing but raw clay, and yet it keeps its integrity and is also fairly resistant to breakage, okay? And again, keep in mind, this is nothing but pressed clay.
Yeah, it's amazing how strong this is, being that it's only clay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This tile will go inside that dryer, which will dry out the remaining 5% moisture, and will bring it up to temperature where we want it to be able to apply the glazes, which is the next step in the making of ceramic tile.
After the tiles are properly dried, they're cleaned and polished before the ceramic glaze is applied.
Raphael, I've always wondered how you get that hard ceramic surface to tile that lasts so long. This looks like paint, but it's really not, is it?
Not exactly, Steve. It's not paint. It does have some paint in it, but 50% of it is basically a glass-like component called ceramic frit. This is act and behaves like glass. At high temperature will form a surface that is very resistant to scratching and to wear. So that's what we use for the top of the tile.
Now how do you put this on?
Well, there are several different applications. What we see right here is called a disc applicator, because it's literally a disc which turns real fast and slings the glazes on the tile.
This particular silkscreen pattern is designed to give the tile a marble-like appearance. The tiles are now ready for the firing process. This factory has 4 kilns, each measuring nearly 100 yards in length. The kilns operate around the clock and produce a total of 220,000 tiles each day. The tiles stay inside the kiln for 28 minutes and are eventually heated up to 2,000 degrees.
Well, Raphael, this piece of tile just, came out of the kiln. This is one that has not been fired yet. I'm amazed at just how much smaller this one is. Now, it's not magic that every one of these turns out to be the right size. How do you do that?
Well, it's the secret to making the mold the same is make sure that your batch is constant. The ingredients are always the same. The moisture in the tile is always the same. The temperature on the kiln is controlled the way it should be, plus or minus your 5 degrees or so. And if all the components are what should be, then the shrinkage will be constant at approximately 6%, making the finished product all the same size.
After the tiles cool, each one is inspected and marked for quality. A yellow line down the middle of the tile means it's of the highest grade. A yellow line off to the side means it's not up to the standard. The tiles are also tested for strength and durability. All the tiles that pass inspection are packaged and shipped to the distributor. Ceramic tile generally comes in 3 different sizes: 6x6, 6x12, and 12x12. There are a variety of styles and colors as well as decorative tiles that can give you endless possibilities to add style and grace to the floor or patio in your new house.